Hello there and welcome to the latest trading seminar. My name is Richard, part of the C1M team. Before we begin, really, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe below. I'll be doing a few of these every week and also some daily videos that I'm putting out most days, weekdays anyway. I generally don't trade at the weekend. The last few videos I've done have been on the market, have been on Bitcoin specifically. I trade a lot on the futures market. And I like to know what Bitcoin is doing before I do my trades, whether I'm trading for the next hour or two or I'm going to open some longer term positions. It's very, if not vital, to know what Bitcoin is going to be doing. So let's go on to the markets and let's see what an update of, if you haven't seen my videos, an update of what I was saying in the video, what has actually happened since of what I said, and kind of what's going on now. You don't need to see me. Let me get rid of me just for now. I'll pop back now and again, but you know that I'm here. So for what are we looking at here? I do all my trading on Binance, and again below is a link to set up your Binance account if you've not done so already. But I actually do a lot of my charting on TradingView, and I'm actually going to do my charting specifically on TradingView with this because, well, the charts on Binance come from TradingView. Also as well, Binance, especially when I'm doing this, can be a little bit slow. TradingView is quicker. So I'll be doing my charting here and any trades that we're going into. I'll be using Binance to operate on the futures markets. If you are in on the community, whether you're on YouTube, Twitch, or whatever platform you're looking at, feel free to say hello. If you have any questions that you're looking at, there we go, that's Binance. If you have any coins that you're looking at or specific questions about certain trades, etc., then feel free to fire them into your chat and I will see them. So at the start of the week, we're now Thursday. At the start of the week, I put out a bit of a heads up for what was going on with Bitcoin. You know, since the start of the year, we had lots of green days. We're now having some red days. I'm on Bitcoin 1 hour candles here. We had an inverted head and shoulders, which I think my video yesterday I identified. And around here I called, yes, we're going to be coming up to around 38. We've come up to the 30, just shy of 38. And now we're finding some resistance. Similar resistance to, if we look back at June 5th, so a few days ago, let me draw this over. Similar resistance to here. We have actually come down a little bit from here. It's not got through this resistance again. But what I have outlined here is some support that it is here acted as resistance, a double top before another drop off. This now, in my opinion, actually just in our community, I'll share with you a few things from our community. Again, this is all accessible through our website, c1m.io. But I'm constantly putting things in about Bitcoin and also trades that I'm in. And you can see here a little while ago, I called a double top on the 4 hours as well as the 15. And a double top it was. And we actually had quite a drop off. I got a nice short from it. And now I'm in on a long with an actual tight stop market just below where it's been to here, because we should be holding above this, what was resistance. This should now be acting as a support level. As you can see here as well, it was resistance. It's come down and plowed through. Previous resistance has broken through, will then act as support. So what does this all kind of come in and coincide with actual trading on futures? Well, futures is quite, the trading itself is quite short term. And it's good to go with the flow of the market, aka Bitcoin. If Bitcoin's holding or consolidating like this, then the altcoins are going to start moving up. If Bitcoin's moving up, then the altcoins move up. If Bitcoin moves down, then the altcoins move down. So I'll just come back on just for now, and let's look in a little bit closer as to what I'm looking at with this support level. And I've just gone in on a small long position after shorting it down, because I think we're still going to be coming up to this 38 region here. Generally, with most futures trades that I'm doing, I don't use that much leverage. The great thing with leverage is, of course, you can make money quicker, but you can also lose it as equally as quick. So with most trades that I'm doing with the alternative coins, I use maybe 10, 15 or 20 leverage. When it comes to Bitcoin, and with it not ranging as much, then I use high leverage. And I'm actually in on a position where I have a position here. Where did I get in at? Let's just pull up Binance. As I say, it is going to lag a little bit. Good old Binance. Why have I gone in on a long? Well, I identified this double top, and quite rightly so. We're struggling to hit a new high, and we've come down, we've come down, we've come down. We now have a double bottom, and that is the double bottom. I can show you better on the 5-minute candles. A double bottom, you get double tops, double bottoms. It's very much meaning the price action has come down to a certain point. It's come up, it's come back down to that same level where it has found support again. And then now I am predicting, hence why I've longed, that, and as we are doing, we should start moving up. And I still think we should be going up to the 38 region. As you can see, this sort of support level that it's acting now was previous resistance. It's not going to be exactly, to the exact Satoshi, or if you're talking about Bitcoin, to the exact dollar. We're talking about regions, support regions or resistance regions, where people are either having a sell-off or opening shorts, or if it's the support, they are selling, and opening longs. So it's just to take into consideration, because like now, if I'm looking at Bitcoin and going, right, this is showing nice support here, it's going to be moving my way back up. If I'm going to be looking at a trade, short-term trade, and let me just pull up our community again, and we can have a little look. I like to trade off the 15 minutes. 15-minute Bollinger Band interactions. All this again is explained on the website c1m.io, where we have all of our education, which is for free. Red green comp, and this was about 15 minutes ago. So let me just pull up comp. Comp. To USDT. There we go. Comp to Tether. Let me just give this a minute while it loads up. So this alert, and again we talk through them all, is talking about a bottom Bollinger Band red-green on the 15-minute candles. So let's have a look at what is going on. Once these alerts come through, just like I'm talking about with Bitcoin there, we want to add in a bit of TA, technical analysis, and see, right, close support, resistance lines. Which way is this trending? I like to use exponential moving averages to kind of really show, based off price action, which way this coin is trending. Let me just get rid of me for now, as you don't need to be looking at me. Let's have a look at the screen, and let's wait for it to load up. So just like Bitcoin just did, we've had a bit of a drop off. What is quite nice to see, it's dropped a little bit below, but you can see a region here, this level from left to right, you can see has acted as resistance and support, resistance and support. So it's dropped down, it's fallen through here. Resistance, resistance, resistance. It's pushed through a little bit. And then now, we've just dropped under this way here. Let's look on a slightly bigger picture. When an alert comes in, or if you're looking at a coin, you want to do a bit of a bigger picture technical analysis. And what I mean by that, well, funnily enough, it is looking at the bigger picture. How do we do that? 4-minute candles, 1-hour candles, whatever works for you. And then let's see here. Most of the charts are looking similar, that we've had this huge drop down. we can already see that from the end of May we had the bottom for comp here, and then now we have found some support, and this support being higher than this support here, which is a nice sign that it's lost that downwards momentum. We've come down, hit the bottom, come up again. Here is an inverted head and shoulders. Here's the shoulder, the head, the shoulder, inverted head and shoulders. We've come up, and now we're coming back down a little bit. So let's go a little bit closer. I'll look now onto 1 hour candles. Apart from this head here, now we have the shoulder line. And let me just show you a bit of analysis here using a shoulder line. This being the shoulder line. Well, let me just take it further. Oh, would you look at that? So the head is always the kind of, out of this chart pattern, it's the one that's, it's just a sign that it's tried to push through, it's tried to go lower, it's been rejected, it's been pushed back up. Now we come down, this low is higher than this low, sign of an indication. This is what I said in my YouTube video, and it's going to be coming back up. And it has a new high here. It's come down with Bitcoin, but it is still holding this ascending support line, which is this white line here. Let's go back onto 15-minute candles, which is what this alert was based off. Again, in our education and material that we've got, we talk through all the indicators that we're using, Bollinger Bands, exponential moving averages, also talking about Bollinger Band behaviors, looking at like the moving averages and seeing, right, is it in a downwards channel, is it in an upwards channel? That's good to tie in and look at, along with these trend lines that you're identifying here. I've done the trend on the bigger picture. You can see these are going through candles. It's not absolutely perfect in terms of how it looks, but I've done it on the bigger picture. We also obviously always have different opening and closing prices, and I've done it off the opening and closing price on the bigger picture, which then avoids these kind of smaller fluctuations. It's always better to look at the bigger picture. It's holding this ascending support line. We've had a alert to say it's a red green on the bottom Bollinger Band, and yes, even though the 12 length exponential moving average has dropped below here, this is, and it has shown that it is a little bit bearish, you know, it has dropped down. However, with it finding this ascending support line, and as we can see here, we've had a red, we then have a green, we have a red. You can almost say this is a bit like a double bottom, and if I show you on the 5 minutes, we should be able to see that double bottom. And, you know, let's open along on this. Wow, okay, that that line is nowhere. Let me just get rid of this for now. Oh, let me just get rid of this for now, and then we can have a little look at what this is doing. We can see the moving averages, bloody hell, excuse me, we can see that the moving average is starting to kind of curve upwards back towards the middle Bollinger Band here. What I have got blanked out at the moment is the stochastic RSI and the MACD, the moving average convergence divergence that we all talk about as well. But this price action has come down. Starting from here, we have a bottom. It's come up. It's come down. We have a similar bottom. This is only on 5 minute candles, so we don't want to be getting carried away, but it is showing, as well as this ascending support line, it is showing quite good strength right here. So it's one to keep an eye on. Again, if you're if you're watching this live, feel free, you know, say hello. If you're looking at any coins, if you want to do some TA together, and I can pull up the coins on here, then that's absolutely fine to do. I'll just have a quick look in the chat room, see if there's been any chat. Afternoon, Banyan Ben. Banyan Ben, hello Benjamin, good afternoon. So yeah, he's talking about, as I was just discussing with moving averages, retest of the daily 20 moving average just for support. What time length are you looking at there, Ben? Are you talking about day candles, or what time length are we looking at? Just so I know what to jump to. Let me pull Bitcoin back up. We'll clean your other Mac too. No, thank you. Goodbye. Let me just pull up the 20. I'll change this from the 12 to 20. And I'll wait for Ben's response just to see what he's talking about. Knowing Ben, it's... There we go. Let's change this green one to 20 on Bitcoin daily. Daily, mate. Yep, as I thought. So let's pull up Bitcoin on the day candles. I've just been talking about moving averages. I do like exponential moving averages. Oh, okay, 20 is the middle Bollinger Band. Sorry, I was talking about exponential moving averages. So yeah, you have the middle band, which is a standard setting of 12 if you stay off and keep the standard setting. I didn't know if you're referring to exponential or the simple moving average. That's fine. We will see that it's going to line up nicely here. All right. Yes, and as quite rightly shown, we're on the day candles here. It is retesting the 20 moving average, simple moving average, which yes, if you have your Bollinger Bands, which are these white lines here, set to standard settings, which I do and most people do, it is retesting this 20 moving average, the middle Bollinger Band. The video I put out yesterday was down here. We had the 1 hour inverted head and shoulders, and it shot right through this moving average. And now it's dropped down a little bit. You can see, and this is why I was just clearing up, there is a little difference with simple moving averages and exponential moving averages. And you can see the 20 exponential moving average, which actually gives a bit more weighting to recent price activity, is a little bit higher. And actually the top part of it bounced off that 20 moving average. So yes, as you quite rightly said, Ben, right now we are just nuzzled and we are just sitting above this middle Bollinger Band here, and it actually powered through and touched the same length but for the exponential moving averages. We also have what is known as a Bollinger Band squeeze. If you think of the Bollinger Bands, which are standard deviations away from the moving average, this middle band, and all they do is they peel out and they come back together based off the previous price action, which in this case, in most cases, is a length of 20. When they come together, it's an indication we are going to have a bit of a breakout. It's just then kind of using different indicators to work out what way it should be heading. In my opinion, and hence why I'm longing Bitcoin right now, is we're going to be moving up. Because we've come down so much. Again, the video at the start of the week, I said we'd come down to about 30k. Oh, excuse me, nearly fell off my chair. 30k, and we did. We then had that very strong 1 hour candle pattern, and it's been charging up. Absolutely charging up. And now it's showing some very good support. Which was previous resistance. We have some, and here as well, we do have some lovely support being shown. So I do think that this is going to be carrying up very soon. Let me just move my exponential moving average back to 12. Exponential moving averages, you can have as many as you want, but they're one of the best, in my opinion, one of the best indicators to show trends. And depending on the length that you're looking at, depends on the trend, the size of the trend. So 12 or 9, some people like to use, is good for very short-term trading, which I like to do, and I do usually do. When you then are looking at things like a length of 50 or 200, you're then looking at like medium to longer term trends. One of the students asked the other day about a death cross, which is the shorter length moving below the lower length, so the 50 crossing under the 200, and we are close to that. Likewise, it's going to then equally bounce back and we could have what's known as a golden cross. So moving averages as well as chart patterns and candles are the thing that I like to look at. Anybody else in the chat, in the group watching this? Any other questions? Are you looking at any other coins, Ben? Or are you just looking at Bitcoin at the moment? I did a trade on Ripple earlier. I just shorted Bitcoin. Got about 200% off it using my trusty 66X. Currently, is this going to... here we go. It's rejigged up. And it's not even caught up yet. There we go. Currently longing Bitcoin. You can see my entry point here. As I say, I trade on Bitcoin. I chart on TradingView because it's just... it flows a bit better. And for the exact reason that I said, here is previous resistance that's now acting as support. We have this double bottom. I love a double bottom. Who does not? I do. And we found this second bottom, which is off the Bollinger Band, which again is a very bullish signal. If it doesn't touch the bottom Bollinger Band, this standard deviation, oh, and up we go. You know, you can see my entry points after this double bottom. It was... Let me just draw out and zoom in a bit for you. Okay, yes. So a double bottom is characterized by a W. And this is what I saw. Moving up. Down we go. Sorry again, this is why I don't use Binance, especially when I'm streaming, because it's a bit slow. I don't know where in the world you are watching this. I'm in Bali, which is great, but the internet cannot always be great. I'm in the process of getting it upgraded again, but when I stream, it does lag a little bit. Anyway, you can see what I'm doing here, and as I'm doing it, you can actually see the price of Bitcoin starting to shoot up, which is just absolutely wonderful. Let's just say the last part of the W, if you don't know the part of a W, the end is here. And it's just a sign that as we have come down, we've come down to a bottom. It's come back up. It's retested that bottom. It's found support again, and back up we go. So, well, back up we go. I have just shorted Bitcoin down nicely, and now I'm in a long 50% up, just using $150. I've got my stop market in, and where have I got my stop market? It's you know, maybe 20% under, and it's you can see this red line here. Because of this double bottom and where I've entered, is if it's... Let me go back on to TradingView so you can see better, and it's, you know, not painfully slow. But the reason why I have my stop market there is because it shouldn't be coming down to there. If chart patterns are just a sign based off price activity of what could happen, but there's always fluctuations in the market, especially in futures. There are massive swings, and it doesn't always go the way it's meant to go. So on actual Binance and my trade itself, I have my stop market down here, this sort of level. Because I entered after the double bottom and it started to make its way up, then I know it's, you know, you can get a triple bottom, quadruple bottom, you know, you're not really getting more than that. But if after 2 times it's found support here and it retests and it falls through, then I should be expecting quite a big drop. It's not going to just bounce a little bit under. It's actually going to fall through quite a bit. So that is what I'm looking at the moment. So let's just go back and just going to check the chat at the moment. Not trading anything at the mo. Stresses elsewhere. Holding a good chunk of Ethereum, BNB, Luna, ING through a tad worried about the potential Bitcoin dominance chart. Seeing them weaken. Yeah, I was actually surprised yesterday. And I think in one of the video that I put out and I mentioned about, oh, let me just look at myself there. I don't need to do that. The video that I put out yesterday when I predicted Bitcoin shooting back up, the alts didn't really move as much as I thought they would do. About a week or two ago, well, we've had these huge crashes in the markets, but as soon as Bitcoin found a bit of support and started to move its way up, I finished football and I went online and almost most alts on the futures market were 100% up. I was like, why the hell did I have to be playing football for the last hour and a half when this is going on? So I was surprised the last day or two that the alts have not been popping as much. I mean, they have been, and I put out in a video yesterday Ripple, which I'm looking at and I think is going to bounce back pretty damn strong. Let's just have the drop down here on Binance and just see with some of the coins, some of the performers, what's been going on, as well as Bitcoin moving back up. Oh, come on. It's playing with me. Okay, I may just have to just throw Binance out the window. I think when I have my streaming set up and everything, it goes a little bit doolah. Anyway, let's get rid of me. Let's go back on to Comp. Comp is what I was looking at, actually. Based off one of the alert with the 15 minutes. And just as I've identified the strength with Bitcoin and that moving back up. Well, guess what? I identified Comp having the double bottom, coming back to this ascending support line, and yeah, we're close. We've just gone through the exponential moving average length of 12, coming up to this middle Bollinger Band. So this would have been a nice long indeed. Again, that was off one of our alerts, 15 minutes alert with a red green on the bottom Bollinger Band. Apply a bit of TA, see where close support, resistance and trend lines are. And again, providing Bitcoin is behaving, is a word we could use, then most of these are going to behave and follow suit. Let's just see if there's any. In terms of your holdings, Ben, that's nice. Binance Coin, you know, that I can remember, like a lot of these coins are absolutely shot up and went crazy. Binance Coin, I think what did it go up to? 600. That's going to bounce back. At the end of the day, we all trade, or most of us trade on Binance. So the actual need for it and the future it's got is who knows where it's going to be in the next year or two. Yeah, Luna, I know you're a big fan of that. Ethereum for sure. INJ, sorry. Yeah, I mean, time would. Again, on our YouTube channel, you'll see a couple of videos I've done this week. That is all about the crash. Is it the end of Bitcoin? I won't repeat that because if you watch this, then you don't need to be hearing it again. But, you know, the charting that I did on them videos, and similar to when I was getting into this in 2017, there's been a huge crash in the markets, but it will correct. It will bounce back. And it is. It's finding that support. I can't see it going much lower. It's retested 30 again. And we should now be coming back up. We're in June. It should be a very strong end to the year, into next year. We're ahead of where we should be already. An alt season, we saw glimmers of it, but I think we still have a lot of good popping alt days to come up. River Blue, are you still there? Are you looking at any coins at the moment? Or any questions with what I've been talking about, or anything that you want me to go over in particular? As I said, and again, if you're watching this on YouTube, you know, subscribe below. You will see in the description links that will take you to our websites where you can get all the education for free, whether you have traded before, or you've traded spot. Spot trading is relatively straightforward. You're going to buy something, you're going to sell something when it's a higher in price. Futures, you can long or you can short. So yeah, you've got a 50% chance, but there is a lot more to do specifically with that, and it's what we teach in our course, as well as the alerts through our website. You can join our community. This is me posting charts out there, talking about coins, which way they're heading, and also on my channel, certain trades that I'm going in on or positions that I'm holding. So yeah, let's see if anyone has any more. Is on Bitcoin long. Okay, cool. So River Blue in on a Bitcoin long as well. Let's just go back to Bitcoin. Haida Abbas, if you give me just 2 minutes and I will come back to your question. So let's see here what is going on. Again, we're just on 5-minute candles. We've had a little bit of a drop down. So this is where, and as I've talked about, I've got my stop just under, because we have quite a huge candle coming up, but we've retested this support line already a couple of times. Not everybody likes to, but I do love a good 1-minute candle. They can be a bit intense, take a little bit to get used to, but let's just see, as it's doing, what is going on here. What we're looking to see is around this sort of level, kind of round about now, is it to find support. And as quick as something comes down, especially in futures trading, as quick as it comes down, it's going to quickly come back up. I do videos, I mean, I can do them all day long on technical analysis, chart patterns, candle patterns, indicators that we're using. And on the spot trading, I mean, let's talk about crypto itself. It's already volatile. It's 24 hours a day. There is a lot of volatility, which is great for people like us compared to like Forex trading. Certain time periods, it's a lot more stable. When you also have the volatility of crypto plus the futures market, where it's perpetual contracts, people are opening long and shorts, and it's dog eat dog. People are taking each other's money. That's why, generally if something looks not too good to be true, but if you just need to get a feel for these coins, these candles, and really paint a picture, and if they are moving quickly in a direction and plow through a bit of support or plow through a bit of resistance, quite often they're going to break through just a little bit, so that little minions like us will go, okay, that's fallen through that support, let's short it, and then it will just have a quick bounce and then go plowing back up. The more of us that are opening shorts, the bigger the long position can be open for the whales, for the big boys out there. Trading View Pro. Hi. Okay, so a couple of questions from another guy here. So you want to do futures trading? Yeah, I've got a tip for you. Just go to c1m.io. www.c1m.io is our website, and all you need to do is put in your email address or just make your account, and all the education is for free. Me, my brother and Ben, who are part of the C1M team, we have a very in-depth specific course to futures, which will tell you all you need to know from knowing nothing to trading on the futures. So for question number 1, that is all you need to do. Your tip, and the only tip you need, is c1m.io. Is there any way to have TradingView Pro for free? I don't believe so. I have just recently come on to TradingView. I usually do most of my charting on Binance, because I trade on Binance, and if the alert comes in, or if I do a quick bit of TA, I try and spend as little time as possible on Binance itself. What I'm now doing is using TradingView for these, and there are some other benefits and anything with using TradingView, and at the end of the day, Binance actually the charts are from TradingView. So yeah, now in terms of the membership itself, you will need to pay for it. You can do a trial. You're very welcome, and as I say, Haida, all you need to do is just head to the website. join our community. And as I say, you know, I talk and I throw stuff in there, and all the education you need is in there as well. This has been strongly on Bitcoin because I think, like Ben, who asked the questions as well, you know, for the last couple of days, most of my focus has been on Bitcoin, because the direction Bitcoin is going is going to pull most of the other things. You can see it here. Even though we have come up to this new high, we do have a bit of a similar sort of resistance where it was before. We're back down to this same support level, which it has once, twice, 3 times. We're only on 1 minute candles here, so we don't need to get carried away. But you can see by drawing these support resistance lines on a bigger picture, and then you come into the smaller time windows, it's all relative. I mean, they're still there. The lines are still there. You can just see the price activity in a much more smaller detail. So what am I thinking with Bitcoin? Again, what I said in my video, I think we're going to be moving back up, and you know, even from now, I think up to 38. You know, Ben rightly said, you know, it's hovering above the middle Bollinger Band on the daily candles. I can't see it going lower than where we've already been. It's a big retracement that we've had. So yeah, for you guys watching this, you know, I did a video yesterday on buying the dip. When's a good time to buy? You can never get the time exactly right, but now is not a bloody bad time to buy at all. Students, even friends out here, they've got into crypto a month or so ago. You know, the markets have dropped 40-50%. So in comparison to that, now is a fantastic time. It may go down a little bit more. I don't think it will. Is it going to go up a lot more? Yes, it is. So now is a great time to buy. And again, in terms of what to buy, there's many other factors out there. You know, you can buy Bitcoin, Tether, Ripple, ADA. If you're new to crypto, again, head to our website, subscribe to this channel. We're going to be firing out plenty more trading seminars. And just daily videos as well, just to keep you updated. So if there is no more questions, got a dash, but you wondered, are you guys still able to offer the affiliate links for trading fee? Yes. And as I say, the link is below, Ben, or it should be in the description, or if you check out one of the latest videos on the C1M YouTube page. We as a company have been given, because of how well we're doing and the amount of students we've had coming through, they're giving us an extra allocation of discount on the fees. Well, we're sharing that with you. So pretty sure if you're watching this, you already have Binance. You're wondering, right, should I do it or not? If you set up Binance without an affiliate link, then you should do it anyway, because you're going to save massive amounts of money. If you've already set up a link, then your link is not going to be as good as this link. Binance are continually improving, and we are giving more discount to our students, our customers, and it adds up a lot, you know, especially, well, if you're trading a lot, it's going to add up a lot. If you're not trading a lot, it's going to not add up as much. But the more you trade, the more you're going to see in the kickback that you'll get into your account, Ben, and anybody else watching. So check out the link below, Ben. The link is there for the Binance discounts. And if you got any questions, feel free to fire away. And for anyone watching, c1m.io, head over, check out our education, join our community. We're very early days in terms of crypto. You know, yeah, we've had a massive pullback. We're very early days. Big future ahead. So that is going to be it for now. Yeah, Ben's commented below, so that's cool. In fact, let's just end with a bit of a summary with what we've talked about here. And let me go back on to comp, which, 5 minutes. Again, you know, based off this alert that I looked through on 15 minutes, it's bounced right off this ascending support line. So not only do we have this support showing here, it's come up, and we're now finding newer high. This low is higher than this low. So this is now an indication that after this drop, which we've had, we're now starting to move on up in that direction. Bitcoin has again bounced off this support line. This is only minute candles, so again, let's not get carried away, people. Yeah, it's look. Let's just look. I've got a lot of lines and indicators and stuff going on here, but if you know anything about anything, you know, if you want to know about candles, candle patterns, again, it's all on our website. I need to stop saying that, but it really is. Here we have a double bottom. Here we've come up, we've come down. This low is higher than this low. What was a downwards momentum, short-term moving averages and trends coming down, we now have a bit of a crossover happening, and guess what is going to happen? Up we go. So yes, stay tuned. I will be... Oh, that's a trading seminar. Again, apologies about the building next door. I can't really help it. It is Bali. People do like to build villas. Plenty of these seminars coming. Daily videos happening. Make sure you subscribe. My name's Richard. C1M. C1M.io. And we will see you in our community. Thank you very much.